behind the idea. If it ain't no substance, it's just a thought. And they come and they go. So, in essence, we as a people got to take responsibility and hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
Because we are each other's eyes and ears. So when we hold each other accountable, because ain't no big eyes and little U's. The truth is the power. That's where the glory is at. The glory is in the truth. The wealth is in the youth. We live in an economical society. Of course, you're going to need to make some type of money to maintain your existence. And the sister made a good point. From the 60s, but don't forget the 70s. The 70s is with the dust. Before the crack.
Oh yeah, angel dust.
Right? So we got heroin, dust, crack.
But I don't know anybody that got rich off selling dust.
Yeah, they did.
To me, that was more the white people selling it.
They got rich. We ain't talking about pigmentation now. We talking about people. Black, brown, yellow, white, half original red. And everybody was affected from the crack epidemic. Everybody. And it's so bad. I was going to Jersey last week. I almost went to jail. Dude sitting in the train station on the steps, lighting a stem. Babies coming up the stairs. I broke food, the police was coming upstairs. This nigga smoking crack, man.
You was in that Nostrand Avenue, right?
Nostrand Avenue.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm just a wild guess.
That's your style.
A-Train, yo.
Yeah, I know.
And this,
I know that ain't the brother you talking about.
this thing is so dynamic to me because I fell victim to it. I know the effect of it. So when I see it today, I get in an uproar because I know the damage it did to me personally. So with that, I say, we hold us all, each other, accountable.
But how do you do that? How do you hold each other accountable when people will say, if we're speaking about the men in this nation, the gods, I'm God, I do what I want to do.
You can't. That's a lie.
You can't.
That's a lie. That's one of the biggest lies they ever said.
That I know.
I'm God, I can do what I want to know.
But we hear that all the time.
Listen, you do what you need to do.
And
What you want to do is your own personal shit.
and the accountability, like you said, you held yourself accountable. You have a lot of people, because they say the eye sees everything but itself. You have many people that do not hold themselves accountable because they do not see wrong.
They don't care.
And that's what it is. It's
They
that they
don't
don't
care.
care.
There's no
Because
accountability.
You know better.
With them.
You know better, you do better. And this is where I was saying that the damage came to the nation in the 90s. That wasn't an element in the 70s. The element in the 70s was studying your lessons, knowing your lessons so that you didn't get a beat down. To some extent.
That
Not
was
so much
correct.
with the sisters.
It worked.
We weren't really
It worked.
like that.
It worked then. However, it ran a lot of good people away.
Right. Because
So
not
now-
everybody can comprehend at the same pace. But the thing is, the focus was on those lessons, and that is what was so important. That was what is so important because those lessons will carry you. You're just learning them at first. It's through life that you are going to gain understanding of them.
And that's why those lessons is a safeguard against the evil forces of the
It's
world.
kept me from killing people.
It's a safeguard against the evil forces of the world. Now understand this, right? Supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets is the key to student enrollments, 1 to 14, 1 to 40, 1 to 36, actual fact, solar fact. Supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets. The language and the heavens above, the earth below.
Oh, shoot.
Right? Now, when we, as people, look at ourselves, because that's what a lot of people fail to do, look at themselves. They rather look at other people and base themselves off of what other people is doing and try to justify because other people is doing this. That gives me the right to do the same thing. No.
And generally, if you surround yourself with people who are engaged in something that they should not be, then you will get away with it. Because nobody is going to call each other on the dirt that you're doing because you're all complicit. You're all complicit.
So they're not going to co-sign each other bullshit.
But the reality is that it's being seen, and people will always pick the negative, even if it is the minority. It may not even be the majority, but they will see that quicker than the good. You are as good until your first error. And then that's it. You're totally bad. And there's so many things that to me are people's domestic affairs. That's what needs to be gotten in order. It's how you are living in your day-to-day life. And that's what people don't want to hear about. Nobody wants to be told, this is how you should be living. This is how you should be living out this culture. This should not be. You know, there was a time, just like there's always going to be different schools of thought in how the women in this nation should dress. That's a controversy. You have some people that want to say, well, I'm covered 3/4 in my mind. So, so if I'm physically half naked, I'm covered 3/4 in my mind. If you were covered 3/4 in your mind and you understand this culture, you may not have on a long skirt, but you would be in modest attire. At the least. At least that's my take on it. That's one of the things that has changed from the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay? The way sisters speak, the way they think. The domestic affairs between gods and earths. When I was young, if you were with a brother, that was your God. You were with that brother, that's your God. You're not with him today, and tomorrow you're with another God, and then you're back with him, and you're with both of them, and neither one of them, if somebody was to say, God, that's your earth? Nah, man, that's not my earth. And there's a lot of that's going on too. It's in the 70s, if you were united with somebody, that was your God, that was your earth. And you don't dare be with someone that shouldn't have even entered your thoughts. That was not the behavior, put it that way. It was not the accepted behavior. And so now I look and I'm like, this is accepted. This has become the norm. It clearly is practiced to a wide degree. And I'm like, that
changes. There's been a lot of changes because,
but
like I said,
I
I didn't get it in the 70s, so I came in on the ending of the 80s. So, but when I got it, sister, we knew the woman knew that you didn't bring somebody that wasn't properly covered to the rally, and the sister would have felt out of place even coming amongst the guards being not refined. But today, it's been a lot of things have changed. I've seen sisters that I had great love for years, see them now in pants, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, wow, really? I mean, but there's a lot of change have been on. It's no longer a requirement. Brothers it's like there's no accountability. Brothers don't, I run from brothers, I come up brothers don't
And
even
this is
care
what I'm
which how
saying.
you see
It's
anything.
a lifestyle thing.
It changed.
And then how do you address somebody's lifestyle when they tell you that this is my business and they don't want you to call them on their business, but this is what's being looked at and this is what's being taken as the norm. You will have, just like if a sister is seeing sisters at a parliament come in half naked, to them, being covered, some women look at being covered as being like, dressed like a grandma or whatever. Although to me, I think it's elegant. I think that it is
I love
absolutely elegant.
It's
I love seeing a
changes.
black woman in
It's
response.
absolutely elegant.
Well, but it's
And
been changes.
the world takes notice of it, where even in the Paris runways, the Muslimas with the hijabs and all of that are rocking the runways. You understand? To me, it looks elegant.
I think it's
You're flowing, you know what I'm saying?
My
You're-
thing is to challenge
your
a
flowing
man that say
garment.
he God and don't never have nothing.
And
I mean, you can get high all you want, but how can you be God and don't never have? I mean, how you being the Almighty?
Well,
That brother, you come all the way to Harlem, to Mecca, to ask me for car fare to get back. Why did you come? Why did you come all the way uptown? Or you need a drink? I'm at a parliament.
Well, now-
You need a couple of dollars to go get a drink. Yo,
that's
God, get away
another-
from me.
That's another,
this is another
You know,
dilemma of
don't
Yeah.
come if you ain't right.
brothers feel, because I'm your brother, I'm going to give you what's in my pockets.
Nah, I used to.
Listen,
it depends on what you need it for.
listen.
Yeah.
Equality means to give you the equality of my knowledge. That equality don't mean to take my money out my pocket because I got $50 to give you 25.
So you can go get high.
That's not equality. Now, if my brother come to me, and I know we all go through our ups and our downs, and sometimes we go through some misfortunes,
Right.
right? And my brother come to me and say, yo, God, I need you to hold me down for a couple days.
Right.
No problem. My brother come to me talking about, yo, God, I need $5. I need to go get this. My money too precious for me for that.
But they do.
But they do. You know why?
And if you don't, would say, yo, man, that guy is
Listen, you know what? The worst thing in the world is to tell a person no. And then you're going to see how they really feel about you.
Yeah.
You know, and no and yes is complete sentence. If you can accept my yes, why you can't accept my no?
Oh, yeah.
Now, why I'm something
You're only good if you
different when
give
I
it.
say no. But I'm all that when I say yes. Or I'm your main dude. But soon when I say no, oh, life ain't shit. But now that shows me your character.
Yep.
See, because you have a lot of people, God, who's takers
Yeah.
instead of
And
givers.
won't add on. You doing something for a cause, won't add on,
And
won't buy
add on.
won't get a paper from
God,
you.
and I see it every time I'm at the rally.
And that's sad.
And it's sad.
Won't add on. Yo,
They
God,
have
what you
no
doing?
guilt about
Won't
it at
add
all.
on.
They don't even feel no. I mean, like it's like you supposed to do this.
Yeah.
You know,
Support
like,
your brothers, support your sisters. If she's doing it, support her. What's wrong with that? What does 5% in love? We don't do it, man. It's,
I want
but we
for
always
myself.
say the same thing. It's for the women and babies.
Yeah.
What women and babies? You not. That's a cop out, man. respect the
It's an
queen.
excuse.
Yeah,
It's an excuse, girl.
yeah.
And a
a
lot
minute-
of people use excuses.
And if they know you got it going on, who do
Yeah.
you think they're coming to see always? Yo,
You,
girl. Yo, girl. But that's your man.
God, I see it.
That's your
every
man.
Parliament, girl.
Yeah, because you're doing good,
I
girl.
see it every parliament, girl.
But taking some of your experience to know when you went through them worlds, do you bend the rules because you know what the deal is?
No, I'm not compromising.
You hard, man. You been there, girl.
Exactly, and I'm not compromising.
You been there.
I'm not compromising.
So you're not gonna give me a free one, alcohol, yeah. Gotta get a,
Now,
you
don't
ain't
get
giving
me
up
wrong.
name free.
I done gave brothers, sisters, shirts, hats, pocketbooks. Because it's always about reaching out, giving, loving. You know why? Because it's better to give than receive. But when you do from your heart, that shit coming back tenfold. That's why I don't stress nothing. Why? Because I do everything from here and here. No strings attached.
So what Charbon is building on that, getting the 500 brothers, well, that's a lot of brothers, but getting them brothers to add on to do, to
$100.
make, yeah, should be nothing.
Shouldn't be nothing.
Should be able to be done.
With no problem. I spoke to it about that at the parliament, girl. Brothers could go spend $10 on a drink. But when it comes to this nation, they don't want to give nothing up. So,
Then where's the love?
where's your love for
Where's
this
the love?
nation at?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Where's your love for this nation?
Yeah. Brothers always saying why they don't come out, because
Yeah.
you don't come out because y'all ain't. So
What you
why
doing?
you come and add on if
What is you
know,
doing? If somebody ain't doing nothing, you take the initiative to do it.
I'm teaching all of them, they're teaching everywhere else, but you not teaching here. Come and add on, bring your essence. Come, God, I
Do you
hear it all the
think that
time.
they'll be successful in actually getting 500 brothers?
Well, it could be done.
It
can
be
It can
It
be done.
can, and it would be beautiful if it
If
was.
20 brothers come, like he said a long time, 20 brothers bring $20 to the rally, we will never have to ask nobody.
Nobody for nothing.
20 brothers, we got hundreds of brothers coming in. 20 brothers bring $20 every parliament, that's $400. We don't have to ask nobody for jack.
For nothing.
It's done.
It's done.
But the question is the keeping people that's gonna keep their word and do what they got to do.
That's the whole thing.
The problem is that the trust factor is not there.
I
And
don't
that's
know.
what many people
Trust.
who would give and who have given, people who
For the
have
lo-
it in their heart
For
to
the,
give.
for the love of this. It don't gotta be, you just got to know the love is to bring
Well, what you have
$20.
to do, you have to make sure that once my intention is good, and I do give, and if it doesn't work out the way it was said, it wasn't me that broke my word, it was whoever breached their word,
Well-
that's on them. But once you have good intention, but you have people who, and I understand it, who, because when I saw that, I'm like, that's a good concept.
$20.
And sisters can
40
give
brothers
also.
bring $10.
Sisters can
40
give
brothers
also.
bring 10. I agree with that, but let the men handle the business at hand. We can put your money into some place that benefit something else, but
And I would
to hold
love
the
to
house
see the
down.
brothers do that.
I mean, if you wanna donate $20, we're not saying we won't take your money, but let the men stand up and
Well,
hold the
definitely,
foundation.
I'm all for that.
Let the men stand up and hold the foundation.
That's what I'm looking for.
So
That's
when
what
the
I
women
wanna
come,
see.
women come, like I said, women come in, the seat should always be given because the man is holding it. Not saying that some women ain't doing real good, but that's the man's job to do, to hold the fort. What want a woman, why, does that mean we don't have 20 brothers to put, so we gonna take your 20s, or to add it? No, the brothers supposed to hold that down. He says about the women and the babies. So let's be,
right?
yeah.
Well, there needs to be too, there really does need to be more women.
Absolutely.
Because you
Yeah.
cannot reach the babies without
Without
the
them.
woman.
Yeah.
The
Without the
woman
Oh.
is the first, that's the
teacher,
first teacher of the baby. She is the vessel that they come through, and that's where there's a deficit. There's a deficit in the women. Where are they? And I know brothers have women, but
Yeah.
where are they?
The sister-
These women are not present and accounted for, and they are not assisting these brothers in nation building. Then these women, whatever purpose they do serve for the brothers, they are not what they would consider helpmates.
Oh, no, right, exactly. I'm a contestant of that one. I ain't bringing them sisters with me. It embarrass me up in this joint.
let me say
Come up
this,
in here.
Lord,
let me say this here.
you shouldn't have a woman that would embarrass
I'm
you.
having fun, sis. I'm not contemplating on making a family. I'm having fun. I'm out there doing my thing. I ain't bringing them nowhere with me. I can go hang out with them for the night to get my age off. I'm not bringing them uptown because they don't see the culture, and I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna build with them. I'm not gonna be around them because they don't respect. It's hard to find sisters that want to accept something like this, sis. This is a hardship. The sisters that I brought here weren't happy because I was bringing them around. There's no other sisters, and they don't want to be. I admire you because a lot of sisters don't want to sit up in here with a whole bunch of brothers. They don't want to do that.
Peace, girl.
Sisters I brought here felt they was out of place. They didn't want. Yeah, and I'm at a camera. I can't sit there and hold your hands while you over there
Well,
doing.
that's because they feel out of place because they are not of
I
like
bought
mind.
them. They don't
They're
want.
not of like mind. See, I
Yeah.
can hold my own.
Yeah, well,
You know,
and then
not
you
that-
got brothers
not
that
I-
don't want. We don't want sisters that's structured to speak. Women have a right to speak, and I would love a woman to come up and express herself.
But
I
do
don't
you
want
know
you there on
something?
my.
In my time, this is one thing I can say too. What really seemed strange to me was sisters speaking at parliaments. I remember in the 70s, at a Fort Greene Parliament, I was sitting on the, the thing where the stage is.
Right.
And brother was speaking, and I don't know if maybe I wasn't agreeing with what he was saying, but my facial expression, the guard that I was with at the time said to me, "You look like you want to get up there and build next, because you disagree with what he said." That was not, and if I had got up, he probably would have been mortified.
Right.
That was not encouraged back then. You
Right.
didn't see the sisters speaking in Parliament.
Right.
You really didn't. And it's not that the sisters didn't have something that absolutely was worthy of hearing.